The Academic Staff Union of Universities, Asuu, declared a 4-week warning strike starting from Monday, February 14, 2022, to protest the government's failure to implement its agreement with the union. However, the National Association of University Students, NAUS, has rejected Asuu's decision. Speaking to TOS Television Network, NAUS President Mujahid Shaibu lamented that the Nigerian students are always at the receiving end of the rift between the government and Asuu.
The Nigerian university students are not happy of this strike, and the leadership of this union, under my leadership, God's willing, we're going to try as much as possible to do the needful, because we believe this strike of a thing has been a tradition. Almost every year, it's affecting our school year calendar. Some students are supposed to graduate within 5 years, some 4 years, depending on the course of study. But due to the tradition of the Asuu strike, the agreement between the government and the union is not met. So we believe it's a high time and the right time for us to interfere, to know what is actually happening.
Shaibu also alleged that despite understanding the plight of lecturers, Asuu does not consider the interest of students when taking actions, nor do they involve them in all negotiation proceedings with the government.
The major problem is the Asuu and the federal government, whenever they are having any negotiation or any meeting, they don't care to invite the student leaders that are concerned to know what they are really deliberating. Because at the end of it, we're only told about what they feel they should tell us, what the media will tell us. And after some few time, we'll be hearing another stories. The federal government will say Asuu did not received any money. They have given them money, rather, but Asuu said they are yet to receive anything. But immediately after the meeting, or in the process of the meeting, all the two parties will be happy. So, but after, behind the scene, then we'll hear another different thing. Had it been the two of them are calling us to be part of the meeting or the negotiation, they are. Because the students, where they are representing, the federal government are protecting the interests of the government, while the Asuu are protecting her own interest. Then rather, we are protecting the interest of the students. So we believe we are supposed to be part of every negotiation or any meeting they are doing.
Lamenting that the impact of the last 9-month strike suspended in December 2020 by the union is still being felt across universities, Shaibu made it clear that NAUS, under his leadership, would embark on strict actions, including taking to the streets in peaceful but firm protest to make sure that the strike is suspended and students and lecturers go back to classes.
We are not only going to take over the street this time around. We are going to stop every activities. Every activities. Until the needful is done. We need to go back to our various classrooms. We don't have any time longer to be wasting. A 4-year course or 5-year course, you end up spending 6 years, 7 years in the university, which is not supposed to be so. Most of them, or let me say majority of them, their children are not schooling in the public universities. It's always affecting us, not them. So the time is now. Not in fear or favor of anybody, not with any violence, but a peaceful demonstration. I'm going to set a standing working committees across the whole zones. I have a sitting structure, each and every zone. I have a sitting vice president with my excos. Each and every state, 36 state plus FCT. I have a campus monitoring committee in every state. So any major roads, any activities of the government, we are going to stop it for good, not with violence or anything. We have sent them several letters to come and sit with us, to hear their own opinion, what is happening between them and the Asuu. They don't give us listening ears. They don't talk us any relevance.
Asuu has accused the Nigerian government of poor commitment to the Memoranda of Understanding and actions earlier signed by representatives of the two parties.